all, Alicegearaegiscs is a 3D battle arena game where young women fight for survival. This game was released earlier this week and is available on the Nintendo eShop for $30. In this video we check out if the game is worth buying and how it's experienced on the Nintendo Switch. First, I want to say that the developers have been generous in creating a rich selection of characters with the ability of choose weapons, different outfits and alternative ways to play. If we start with the characters, you can choose between 22 different girls. They all have a unique personality and backstory. They are also equipped with weapons that differ among themselves. For example, this girl has a fairly weak ranged weapon, but can pump out a constant stream of bullets. This girl has a weapon that does more damage, but has to reload more often. There is, however, the possibility to buy new weapons, and in this way you can customize your warrior as you wish. But let's start with the story. In the beginning we are told about an alien invasion and how man had to escape into space to then return and resist through the use of some form of super energy. So far everything seems fine and you can believe that this will be an adventure of epic proportions. But let me say this, all the cutscenes basically look like this. A few girls standing in an office environment and having a monologue among themselves. That's all. It doesn't feel like the beginning narrative reflects the whole story. Anyway, it's about getting through what I think is a simulated tournament where you fight other girls. Here is a map. It is divided into 30 days, and for each day you move to a new square. On the squares you can get a new fight or find items, like new accessories. So the point is to get through all 30 days until you stand victorious. But to be honest, I found a strategy that got me through all days with ease. I had no problem knocking out my opponents. And it feels like the story mode is like a long introduction to understanding how the game works, rather than this being the main point of the game. I like to think that this is a game geared towards player versus player, rather than playing solo. And I also tried playing online against others, and this is where I felt the game became really interesting. A certain nerve set in. This is where one's abilities are put to the test, and one is challenged in a good way. Most of the time. You have a number of attacks available. You can fire ranged projectiles and use melee weapons. It's also possible to move sideways to avoid getting hurt, and I must say that it flows very well. The arenas are visually designed in such a way that you rarely or never experience frame rate issues, which is important to point out when playing this type of game. All fights feel very smooth, and whether you win or lose is really up to you as a player. Can't blame low performance. It feels solidly done. But the question is whether it's fun, and personally I think it's mixed. I want to highlight all the options, that you can customize your hero with weapons, armor and accessories, but also that you can color them as you wish. It also feels like this game should be experienced together with others, where you either meet a friend or meet someone online. Story mode is not a hugely interesting experience, but can serve as a good tutorial and a chance to get new items. So overall, this feels like a mixed experience. Good performance, good player versus player, tons of customizations, but a boring story. So if you like 3D battle arena games, this might be worth $30. Otherwise, I recommend looking for something else. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I review new games every week. Have a great day. See ya!